We have a very wonderful shloka in front of us. This will help us also to have a proper vision of this world, how people are acting, how we are acting, what is, come over here, how and what is inspiring actions in this world. And this helps us to come out of the modes of material nature. So let us chant Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 3, text number 27. Prakritehe kriyamaणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते. Stand.
प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि
गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते. What do you want to chant? जब कर रहे हैं क्या? आवाज नहीं निकलती इनकी. अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते. आपको याद है मैंने एग्जांपल दिया था ना, that whenever brahmacharis have to chant, they should chant like frogs. This throat, this part should come out like long. Prakriti, like you have to chant like a brahmana. You chant like loudly. Anyways, let us try. हाँ, practice नहीं है. बुखार है, दवा क्यों नहीं खा रहे हैं? दवा खाए हैं? दिए दवा है तो आप रखा है ना. Synonyms: prakritehe, of material nature, kriyamaणानि, being done, gunai, by the modes, karmani, activities, sarvashah, all kinds of, ahankara vimudha, bewildered by false ego, atma, the spirit soul, karta, doer, aham, I, iti, thus, manyate, he thinks. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the, I will put in the bracket, only doer of activities. That you have to mark. That are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. This is a very key word in this shloka. But let us first understand the Sanskrit. Prakriti hai kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. Prakriti means this material nature. Kriyaman, active, in action. Kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. Gunai means the three modes of material nature, modes of passion, ignorance and goodness. Karmani. So all the actions which are being done in this world are made possible by the kriyaman, by the modes of material nature which are in action. समझ रहे हैं ना? क्रियामाण गुणों के कारण कर्म प्रवर्तित हो रहे हैं, कर्मों का प्रवर्तन हो रहा है. ये आसान था, हिंदी या इंग्लिश आसान था? Because of the active modes of material nature, various actions are being performed in this material world. You remember in Pradhan, the modes of material nature are there or not? They are there, but they are in inactive state. So they are agitated by the Lord's time energy, which is the glance of the Lord, and the jivas are put in the Pradhan, and then everything is happening. The Mahatattva comes and the bodies are coming and we'll get the body. And after getting the bodies also, the modes of material nature are doing the actions. Karmani sarvashah, all the actions. There are so many mysterious things. Ahankar vimudhatma, by the false ego, the soul which is bewildered by false ego, vimudha, mudha means foolish, and vimudha means vishesh, foolish, special foolish. Karta aham iti manyate, he thinks that I am the alone doer. Now you will scratch your base. So Prabhuji, are you speaking or the mode of goodness is speaking? What is the answer? Who is giving you the class? Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance, or Shukrishtas or Paramatma? Who is giving the class? So that, and before I go into the commentary, you should understand. The word is here is Karta Aham. Karta Aham means alone I am the Karta. Aham means me. It's not that the living entity is not involved in an action, because unless he desires, no action can be performed. But he himself can't do the actions alone. Just like I am speaking, I don't know how the voice is coming. I have given the example several times. How I am thinking also I don't know. How my brain is functioning I don't know. So from there we must understand that all these things, how they are being done, I don't know. Is it not? Are you able to understand these things? How do you understand this? That also you don't know. So now, unless I desire to speak, will I ever speak? I may have mind and I may have my tongue, but now I'm not desiring to speak. So any person who's doing his actions, there are in any action there are 5 causes. Adhishthanam tatha karta, karanam cha pratak vidam, vividhas karta cha vividhas cheshta, devam jaivarth panchamam. Adhishthan, your body. Tatha adhishthanam tatha karta means the living entity. Then karanam, the senses. And cheshta, that means the endeavors or the functions of prana. Are you able to follow these things? And ultimately the Supreme Lord. Can you remember these 5 factors of action? First is your body. Without body, can you do something? No. Then not only body, you need senses also, is it not? Then you yourself need to desire to do something, is it not? And then all these things are enacted by prana energy, pranic energy. And ultimately the Lord has to sanction all the actions which we perform. Is very clear? So if a action is done single with 5 factors, and if you say only I am the doer, that is foolishness or not? I give an example. Our Amarnath Prabhu is cooking khichdi every day. Do you agree, Amarnath Prabhu? He's saying, I'm not at all. Are you not involved in making of khichdi? If I put it like this, what would be your answer? Yes, because you manage the accounts of devotee kitchen. Do you agree? But if suppose, I'm just giving example, don't mind it, but if you say, because of me all this khichdi is getting manifested, that will be little too much. Do you agree? Just like if so many people say, even now, suppose as is happening now, if our prasadam is nice and people say it's because of me it is nice, how many times have you seen me cooking there? Since you have been serving in devotee kitchen, how many times you have ever seen me cooking there, even cutting one piece of vegetable? Have you ever seen me? But outside people think that I am doing things. This is the illusion now. I am not doing, I am only desiring. This has to be there, and we discuss with Karnamit Prabhu, yourself, and we discuss in the team. I am only desiring, but all other people are doing things. Now is kind of understandable. So similarly here, I am desiring. So you cannot say I am irresponsible. Just like on Prabhupada's festival day, that one vegetable did not come out so nice. I got chastised. I cannot say, "Maine to kuch kiya nahi. I did not make." No, you are in charge. You are desiring. You are desiring. You only desire that this sabji should be made. Why you desired like this? I got the sauce. I got the sauce for the sauce. They made the sabji like a sauce. So I got the sauce, and devotees are quite particular to tell you that you made a mistake. They don't leave you. So, devotees are very particular. They smash your false ego. Anyways, one person will tell, and in case I was not corrected, another devotee again made a point that I was corrected, and another devotee, another 3 or 4 devotees told me, yes, but can I say I did not do anything? No. So I are able to understand. Karta aham iti manyate means to think that I am the alone doer. Now another question will rise. Who is doing bhakti? The mode of material nature, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Who is doing bhakti? You hear very clearly. Bhakti is not being done through the modes of material nature. This you should always put under your like lamp, चमक जाना चाहिए. When we chant Hare Krishna, right now we are not under modes of material nature. It may appear to be so. कुछ ग्रहण कर रहे हैं. This is all enacted under the internal potency of the Lord, and that's why we feel the difference of experience we have during discussions of Krishna and discussions of mundane nature. ये बातें समझ में आ रही है. When you read newspaper, you feel different, but when you read Bhagavad Gita, you feel different. You can actually feel difference, is it not? So this here very carefully. What is that? Shloka Bhagavad Gita. Mahatma anastu mam partha devim prakritim ashrita. So it may appear it is happening under modes of material nature, but it is not. When you chant Hare Krishna, when you see Krishna, anything to do with Krishna is not has anything to do with Krishna is not a subject matter of modes of material nature. But what the Lord is telling here is, in general, what people are doing is all influenced by the modes of material nature, but they are thinking they're independent and they're doing things as if nobody is controlling them. पता नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है. ये श्लोक बहुत जबरदस्त है. अभी पता नहीं कितने बजे खत्म होगा. ये मुझे मत बोलना कि 9 बजे खत्म करेंगे. देखो अब डरना चालू होगा डिवोटीज. घबराइए मत. We'll read the commentary, you'll understand. Gita Bhushan commentary. Though both persons are equally engaged in action, the difference, that means the person who's attached and the person who's unattached, the difference between the person in knowledge and the person in ignorance is expressed in 2 verses. That means this one and the next one. The person bewildered by false ego thinks that he is the doer of activities. Please note this point. He who is bewildered by ego thinks, I am the doer or karta of the activities karmani. So since I have done it, so who should be the enjoyer? If I am doing it, I'm doing something, who should be the enjoyer? Me. Simple. And in that way, he becomes more and more bound, more and more bound. You know this famous example of a CRPF Jawan, army person. If he kills somebody on his own account, then he's the karta. But if he kills on the order of the superior or the government, then he can kill as many people, but he won't be affected. This is a very stark example, is it not? Same activity of killing actually killing people, but on one hand you get rewarded, on the other hand we get punished. So what is the main thing behind is knowledge. He knows if I kill on my own accord, I will be punished. But he knows, he definitely knows, very nicely he knows, actually if I don't act on the order of my superior, I will be punished. कुछ ग्रहण कर रहे हैं ना. युद्ध में नहीं लड़ेगा तो punishment है. And that Lord has already told that simply by sitting you don't become free from bondage. We have discussed those things. So one must have this knowledge, and when you act, then you don't get bound. Just like when you take prasadam, you will not get bound. But if you eat food, you get bound. Make sense? Okay. The actions are described. He thinks he is the doer of all actions, karmani, whether non-prescribed or prescribed by the Vedas, which are in fact performed by the products, that means gunai, of the Lord's Maya, Prakriti, in the form of the body, senses and pranas impelled into action by the Lord. This, if you can understand, I will be very happy. This is a very amazing and deep purport given by Srila Baldev Vidya Bhushan Path. You see, a conditioned soul is given bodies and senses. Can you see this much? We are all given bodies and senses. Unless we come in contact with devotees, see what was happening in our life. We were thinking that we were independent to act the way we think and we desire. We were thinking that we were independent to desire and independent to act as we desire. But we are not independent. If you are not coming in contact with a devotee, we simply act as we have got sanskar from a previous life. Just carry on, carry on, carry on. Are you able to pick up? Those kinds of desires only will come up again. Just like if I wake up tomorrow morning, I will not speak Farsi. Oh no, we don't do that, is it now? So that's very frightening also. And that's very encouraging also, both ways. If we don't meet a devotee, we'll just continue with our sansar. Enjoy sense gratification, thinking that I'm independent in doing things and nobody is there to punish me or reward me. Do you agree? That's what we're thinking. We used to eat meat and all those things. without thinking this is bad. I just like to do it. Have you ever felt from where that feeling of I like to do these things comes? From modes of material, yes, the modes of material nature, and unknowingly we have been associating from previous lives. So unless we know, have the knowledge, we can never use our free will, although the free will is there. Free will is there, but unless we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will never be able to use it. Just like the medicine may be there, but unless you know the medicine is there for my disease, we are not going to use it. Is it not? So this is very important, and we must see, we should be able to see that this body which I have is not me, and it has been awarded to me. ये भी दिख रहा है आप लोगों को नहीं दिख रहा? And this has been awarded to me because I was not a good boy, a good girl, whatever. Guru Maharaj was mentioned. It's a little heavy because I'm envious of Krishna. That's why I'm this body. You cannot say I'm a good man. Now we are trying to be good. We try to be good. That's very nice. But anybody in material world, unless he's a Paramahansa, he's not good. Who's ग्रहण कर रहे हैं इस बात को? So we have now Bhagavad Gita is training us to be good by becoming submissive to Krishna. This is a very, very deep purport that the senses are given, the bodies are given, the desires are impelled by the modes of material nature, and then we just keep on doing the same thing over and over again. Thinking that we are the doer and there is nobody to control. The following should be understood by determining the intention of the statement. The Jivatma, with a body made of knowledge, samvit, has a sense of I and is actually the doer. Now, which body is referred to? The spiritual body, the spiritual form. We also know that the living entity is Sachidanand, and Samvit Shakti means knowledge potency. So, are you all aware? So many times I have asked this. Are you all aware that you are getting bored in Bhagavad Gita class? I just said like this. You understand? Whether you are getting bored, at least you are aware that you are here, is it not? From where that potency is coming, that is your inherent, that is all the Jivatma's living entities inherent potency. Even a small insect also knows, is it not, that he exists? That is mentioned. But, so that means that sense of I, that ahankar, which is being referred here, is the false ego, not the real ego. You cannot remove, nobody can remove the real ego of the Atma at any point of time. Do you accept this? Do you understand this point? Ahankar means I am. So that cannot, that I-ness, that I exist, can never be removed from the Atma. Do not try to do that. That's what the Mayavad is trying to do. Finish the I-ness. It is not possible. कुछ समझ रहे हैं इस बात को? Atma's I-ness can never be removed. That I exist. Have you ever felt that you did not exist in this life? My dear devotees on Zoom, are you existing there? Even those whose videos are off? Yes, very much, Prabhuji. We are sufficiently getting bored by you. I agree. But that I has never gone away from your life. Even this life, you see, this is a permanent quality which you are experiencing all throughout your life. Is it not? I exist. I am the same person. Confirmed by a bell of a temple. कुछ ग्रहण कर पा रहे इस बात को? इसको तो पकड़िए पहली बात. What happens is Maya bewilders us and says, I am this body. That is false ego. That has to be removed. You can never remove the ego. Real ego is, I am Krishna's servant. Okay? So what happens is, if while being in this body, when we hear from Shastra, I am Krishna's servant, then I don't follow the dictates of the modes of material nature. I follow the instruction of Shastra, and in this way I can change my sanskar. This is a very key point. जैसा मेरे रजोगुण तमोगुण सतोगुण बोल रहा है वैसा नहीं करूंगा मैं. जैसा शास्त्र बोल रहा है, गीता बोल रहा है, वैसा करूंगा, तब मेरी इससे इन गुणों के प्रभाव से मुक्ति होगी. समझ रहे हैं बात? You may not feel like waking up early in the morning because of mode of which one? Ignorance. But we consciously do it. No, this is instruction of the spiritual master, instruction of Krishna. I must do that. Make sense? And this is why we also feel, sometimes we feel good in chanting, sometimes we don't feel good in chanting. Because our heart is influenced by all those modes of material nature. So we should continue chanting Hare Krishna no matter how we feel. Then only we can rise above the modes of material nature. But overcome with impressions or vasana. Vasana, you understand? Desires of enjoying material sense objects from beginningless time. He is embraced by Prakriti. Just like a mother is embracing the child, but this mother is not simply embracing, she is slapping us. Like, he did not listen to Krishna. She is very rude mother, Mother Durga, who is situated next to him and who is the cause of his pleasure. What is the cause of the pleasure? Material pleasure. She makes the illusion of pleasure. ग्रहण कर रहे हैं? We have nothing to do with the pleasures of the body, but we are illusioned to think that we are enjoying. Sarvan partha manogatan atmanya atmanah tushta sthita pragyastadochyate. When a person gives up all these desires which are born from the mental concoction factory, that by this I'll be happy, by that I'll be happy, then he must be understood, and he only takes pleasure in the self, that means in bhakti, then he must understand that his sthita pragya, his consciousness is fixed in absolute. We have discussed these points, if you can remember it. Do you agree that all the... See, I don't want you to simply hear the lecture. You do little bit of contemplation. Any sense gratification, I know none of you are cleaned by milk. दूध के धुले कोई नहीं. So all of us have done sense gratification. There is no doubt about it, and we will not ask what sense gratification you like to do, because we are not going to offer that. But have you felt any kind of satisfaction after doing sense gratification? Answer is yes. No? Answer is no. We never become satisfied. That means there is no enjoyment. I am thinking, or I am impelled by Maya to think that there is enjoyment. Abhi samajh mein aa raha hai? And because the living entity is Anandamaya, he is seeking enjoyment, so he becomes convinced by Maya, because that's how he has been practiced to hear Maya. Because we are servants, so you have some master. So Master Maya is saying, why don't you enjoy senses in this way and that way and this way and that way? But an actual intelligent person will understand, no, none of these distractive maneuvers have ever satisfied me. पता नहीं मेरी बातें कुछ समझ में आ रही नहीं. I hope you are able to understand my English. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending, this is what we are doing in every life, impelled by Maya. Different ways, but nobody becomes satisfied by that. Rather, the more we think of sense gratification, the more we become unhappy and unsatisfied. That you can always also see. And even if we get sense gratification, it makes us more unsatisfied. Desire and greed will increase. Are you able to see this in your life? I don't know. They are all self-realized, seems like. No matter how much we provide for ourselves in terms of sense gratification, it only impels us for having more and more sense gratification. So that's why I say is the cause of his pleasure, but this pleasure is illusory pleasure. It's not the real pleasure of the soul. Through false ego, a product of Prakriti means this false ego comes from the Mahatattva, if you remember. From Pradhan, it came to Mahatattva. From Mahatattva, there are three false ego and mode of... These three modes, mode of passion, mode of ignorance, and mode of goodness, they give rise to all the products. Let me recap a little bit of the creation part. The mode of goodness, false ego, when it is acted by the time energy of the Lord, it produces all the demigods and the mind. And the mode of passion, the false ego and mode of passion, when it is enacted by the time energy, it produces intelligence and our various senses. And the mode of ignorance, when enacted with time energy, it produces all the sense objects. Taste, form, touch, etc. And also Prithvi, Jal, Vayu, earth, water, fire, air, ether, etc. also created. So now you understand everything we see around is actually a product of false ego, which is a product of modes of material nature. ऊपर से जा रहा है, कुछ समझ में आ रहा है? कभी हिंदी में पढ़ाया था, ये सब बातें नहीं पढ़ाई. We need audience like this who forgets everything. Then you can keep on repeating the same thing over and over again. You don't have to prepare a lecture. Yes. See, you just take Pradhan. Pradhan is modes of material nature are 1:1:1. Then Lord glances on it. Then comes Mahatattva. Then Mahatattva divides into three kinds of ego. From Mahatattva actually springs ego, which gets divided into three mode of passion ego, mode of ignorance ego, and mode of goodness ego. So from mode of goodness ego comes mind and the demigods, all the demigods. And then mode of passion, from there it comes intelligence and also the senses, eyes, ears, like that. And from the mode of ignorance comes the sense objects, which are the sense objects for the senses, as well as the elements, earth, water, fire, air. So whatever is there in this material world is a product of false ego, except Krishna's holy name and anything to do with Krishna. That is transcendental. So this, although this laptop appears to, is a fact, is actually a fact, that this laptop is a product of modes of material nature, but as soon as you use it for Krishna, it becomes transcendental. Make sense? You know that simple example of current being used for refrigerator as well as heater? So now you understand. So if we use things in Krishna's service, then we are not bound by the modes of material nature. Okay. Through false ego, a product of Prakriti, he becomes bewildered, devoid of knowledge of the self, thinking himself to be a material body. Are you able to experience this in your life? How many of us are self-realized? None of us. I mean, we heard from Shastra that we are Krishna's servant, but still we are far away from being fully self-realized, of being conscious who we are in our relationship with the Lord. And what do we think? I am a manager, I am a software engineer, I am student, is it not a student? I am an accountant, I am a brahmachari, is it not? I am a lazy man, whatever. You can identify, and I am a lawyer, I am a doctor. And life after life, and based on that identification, we act also. Is it not? I was just reflecting upon it. How much money people reserve for their kids, is it not? Crores of rupees. If they have 10 crores, they will give 2 crore to one kid, 2 crore to another. Will they give that much to Krishna? So this is all because of this false identification. I mean, this keeps on hitting me again and again, so that's why I keep on saying this in the classes, but it's a fact. कितनी एनर्जी लगा रहे हैं इस प्रकार की सेवा करने में, और मिल क्या रहा है? I mean, it's a fact. People may deny and then try to lipa-poti karna hota hai, try to massage it with all kind of emotional words. But the fact is, we are identifying with the material world, to which we don't belong to anyone. If somebody's father dies, I'm not cursing anybody, but if one of somebody's father dies, do you know where he is gone exactly? And suppose if I die, will my mother know where I'm gone? It doesn't make us indifferent to their present needs, something like that. But it definitely makes us aware what is our highest need, which is serving Krishna. बहुत खतरनाक बात है बोली गई है. कुछ भी पता नहीं है, devoid of complete knowledge of self. People say so many things we know about this, we may know about that, but amazing thing they don't know about themselves. People are doing this PhD, this and that, कितनी energy लगा रहे हैं, but it is only permanently damaging their head. Another upadhi, very, very bad. So only when we hear Bhagavad Gita, we have some idea. He then thinks, so first thing is he identifies with the material body. He then thinks that the activities which are accomplished by the Lord and the material body, senses and life airs are being done only by himself. Now I want to explain again a point which I have explained earlier. Markandeya Rishiji is praying to the Supreme Lord when the Lord Narayan is in front of him. And he says, my dear Lord, when the living entity desires to do something, hear very carefully, which I've explained earlier, but for repetition's sake, so that you can understand. When the living entity desires something to do, we are constantly desiring something. I want this, 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 I want to do this. Now, second thing is the Lord is just sitting next to the soul. Do you agree? Updrashta anumanta cha. Updrashta. He smells. What is he desiring? And the whole process is extremely fast. And then and then he also analyzes as per his karma, can he be allowed to do this action? I'm just making the movie slow. पता ना movie slow motion में. Everything is done very fast. Okay. As per his karma, he can do this action what he's desiring. Fine. Second, then the Lord will actuate the prana, the life force, and that will actuate. Actuate समझते हैं? It will energize. The pranas will energize the mind, and the mind will energize the senses. And in that way we work. Are you able to follow this? So then we know we are doer in the sense of only desiring. Clear ho gaya? And everything is done by the Lord under his supervision only. The prana and everything becomes activated. Otherwise, you cannot say that the modes of material nature are acting on their own. A very simple example, you know that of a puppet. So there, the puppet is being controlled by 3 threads. You can say modes of passion, ignorance, and goodness. But there is a puppeteer behind. You cannot say the threads themselves are controlling. Through the threads, the puppet is being controlled. So we have to see, anyhow we are a puppet only. So why don't we become a puppet of Krishna directly? Grahan kar rahe hain na? Note, as a human being, the free will and responsibility of the jiva never disappears, in spite of karma and desire. However, his action can only be performed along with Prakriti in the form of the body, senses, pranas, and the consent of the Lord. How the jiva can conquer over the influence of karma and swabhav is discussed at the end of the chapter. So you cannot say, Arey Baba, everything is being done by the modes of material nature. I cannot do anything, if I have to eat meat, what to do. The mode of passion is impelling me, and what to do. If I have to break the regulative principles, what of mode of passion, ignorance is conquering me, what to do. No, you have, especially when we are hearing, especially when we heard the knowledge, then we know how to conquer over these things. We know even if it is impelling us to do certain things, we are not supposed to do it. What is that? Apurya mada machala pratishtam samudra mapaha pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sashanti mapnoti na kamakami. So many desires are coming in the heart, but we are not forced to act on them if they are not as per the desire of the Supreme Lord. Samajh rahe? In this way we can conquer over our subhav. You may be angry. We may have a nature of becoming angry, but I am not forced to become angry. I can tolerate my anger, and the way to tolerate anger is, I'm just giving one example, is to keep quiet when you become angry. Like yesterday, the evening, the devotee was serving prasadam to me. He just complained about another devotee, and I was very angry. I said, just before class, why are you making me like? There's no problem. After 10 a.m. you discuss any management. 10 to 12, no problem. We are here to discuss all those things. We have to discuss. Not here to discuss, but we have to discuss. But just before class, you don't agitate me. So I was becoming angry, and then anger was becoming more and more. Then I just pulled myself from there. I said, what is the point? I'll become more angry, and then I become more angry, then I will not be able to give class. Kuch grahan kar rahe hain. So when actually anger comes, so hear the Lord's instruction, just control your tongue, just keep quiet, and it will subside. समझ रहे ना मेरी बात? So understanding that this anger is also not good for me as a sadhaka, just control that. It's not that we have to just ऐसे ही चलते रहना चाहिए. If lust is coming, so I must behave like a lusty person. That is not a mood of a sadhaka. That is not the duty of a sadhaka also. Lust, anger, greed, all those things will come. But understanding with intelligence what the Lord's instruction is, we give up those things and act as per Krishna's instruction. कुछ समझ रहे हैं? And it becomes easier when we have a program. 3:30 waking up, 4:30 Mangal Aarti, Japa, Guru Puja, class. If you have a daily schedule, then you will be much less influenced by these things. The doership of the Atma is only made possible by the body, senses, and life airs, and by the Paramatma, who's the activator of all these things. Have you understood this point? That means a living entity can desire, but all those actions can only manifest or can be brought to happen by the will of the Lord. आपने सुना होगा, man proposes, God disposes. सुने इस बात? So we must remember, for everything we are dependent on Krishna. Yesterday one devotee was saying, I wake up as if Krishna is waking me up for the morning program. Then out of humility, the devotee said, "Oh, why Krishna will be involved in my life?" I said, "No, Krishna is involved in everyone's life. There is little bit of Krishna in everyone's life." I mean, this is a way of putting things, but Krishna is involved in every part of our life. Every part. Every day when we wake up, somebody reminds us, go to the bathroom. Who reminds us? Krishna only reminds. You must remember this. Every action we are dependent on the Lord. And that's why we should surrender to the Lord. Prabhupada puts it very nicely in somewhere else, some of his lectures. Krishna, you are in my heart. You please never put me in your forgetfulness. You always remind me to remember you. Remind me to remember you by chanting Hare Krishna. Very nice. The jiva is not the only factor. ठीक है ना? That the jiva thinks that he is the only doer is a result of bewilderment from false ego. This is understood from 3 verses in the 18th chapter, starting with Adhishthanam Tatha Karta. We have discussed this point. Adhishthanam Tatha Karta. What is that? Somebody has shared the shloka also. I think he has shared, na? Adhishthanam Tatha Karta Karanam Cha Pratakvidam Vividhas Cha Pratak Cheshta Devam Chevatri Panchamam. Adhisthana means your body. Karta means the living entity. Karanam means senses, then endeavors, and the Supreme Lord, which is there. There are 5 factors of action. So one should not think that I am the alone doer. This we have discussed, so I will not elaborate on it. The verse Karya Karana Kartatve Hetu Prakriti Ruchyate describes Prakriti as the doer through the body and senses. But it is not possible to consider that Prakriti is the only doer, because one must accept that Prakriti comes into action only by contact with the Lord. Have you understood this point very clearly? I desire sense enjoyment, then the Lord will actuate the modes of material nature of different things, and then any action will happen. Okay. Therefore, it will be explained later that the doership of the Lord can never be rejected. Acha! So if I murder somebody, actually, Lord is doing it. So let us hang the Lord. Is it not? Good idea? No. The Lord is the doer. Yes, he got that thing done. But desire was yours. If you remember the example I gave of Govinda restaurant. Suppose you go to any restaurant and you say, I want dosa, idli, sambar. Okay, fine. So there is a manager and there is a cook. And the cook here is Mataji. Very nice, very affectionate Mataji. But her name is Mother Durga. Mayavati. Maya Durga. So now she brings the food in front of you. And then when it comes for paying the bill, you say, "Arey, maine to kuch nahi kiya. I did not make anything. Why I have to pay the bill?" So what is the answer? No, my dear customer. You have ordered it. You yourself have ordered. And everybody who enters in the restaurant, he orders differently. Is it not? Somebody wants South Indian, somebody wants chow mein, somebody wants different. So living at very good example you can understand. So every living entity has different desires based on modes of material nature, and they are being served differently by the material energy under the supervision of the manager, Paramatma, Krishna. So manager is completely nirlipta. He is not attached to that. Whatever he wants. Okay. ठीक है? So payment कौन करेगा? He will do the payment. What is the payment? Take another birth. Take another birth. Take another birth. But if you offer your activities to Krishna, then immediately you become liberated. Immediately. Okay. One thing I'm very happy that we at least I have a meeting which I really like to attend every day. Yesterday's meeting was so difficult for me to tolerate, this COVID discussions. If I have to die, I will have to die. Is it not? Is it not, Amarnath? I can die by any ways. What do I worry? What is the point of discussion if I have to die anyhow? And another point is I can never die. And we have executed Krishna consciousness. So we are not going to hell. So what is the point of worry? Either we'll go to Swarga or we'll go back to Godhead or some higher planetary systems. एक नाम उच्चारण का कितना लाभ होता है? Is it not? What you can discuss? And it's amazing, in a temple, those managers who were very fearful, they got corona in their homes. It's amazing. They got actually one person was actually admitted to hospital also. So this don't take it light. Like I hope all the devotees who are here, I can hope and actually assume also that those devotees who are here, all the devotees in the Zoom, they are not forced to be here. That makes the whole meeting very tasty. Have you must be attended so many meetings which you don't really want to attend? It's just so boring, is it not? That makes it interesting. That eagerness, and that's why the katha also becomes very tasty because of the eagerness of the listeners and the eagerness of the person who's speaking. Then Krishna brings some taste in the katha. So this is our service. I just cannot express my gratitude to all the devotees who are coming on Zoom with so much enthusiasm. They are chanting. People are getting infected like a virus. It's amazing. So many devotees. Yesterday, when Mataji told me, I came, I felt very nice. Even she did not switch on her video or something. Just, she has not even got a mala. We have posted the mala to her. This is infectious. If you are enthusiastic, this is the only, my Guru Maharaj was very nicely saying, our life is our eagerness to serve Krishna. बहुत सुंदर lecture है, मैं post कर दूंगा, बहुत सुंदर lecture है. So the devotees are eager to discuss about Krishna, they discover to hear about Krishna. That is contagious. Other people also become affected by that. Anyways, very interesting point. Two persons, one in Krishna consciousness and other in material consciousness, working on the same level, may appear to be working on the same platform, but there is a wide gulf of difference in their respective positions. Just like many of our devotees may be working outside. But what is there? I can assume safely that their aspiration is, yeah, I have to do the job, but my main thing is I can go back and evening I can discuss Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, is it not? And my main thing is I can wake up early in the morning and chant Hare Krishna. Make sense? Just like Maharaj was giving the example, a security man is standing at the gate, fine. But he's not thinking really of the security things. I'll get some money, I'll go to my whatever home and I'll talk to my wife, I'll talk to my kids and like that. So his attachment, his affiliation maybe to the particular firm, but his inclination is not towards the particular firm. कुछ ग्रहण कर रहे हैं? So the inclination of a devotee is towards Krishna. Affiliation तो जीविका चलाने के लिए कुछ भी कर सकते. So a person may be seen as a whatever doctor, engineer, or whatever, but his inclination is to hear and chant about Krishna. That is a real quality of a devotee. The person in material consciousness is convinced by false ego that he is the doer of everything. He does not know, and that's why devotees are not also. A real devotee will not become depressed. Even in his endeavors, try to do something for Krishna. It's not that all our endeavors will come out nicely, is it not? Then we put our best effort, but understand that Krishna is the doer. Just like today's japa was good, yesterday was not so good, and day before was also not good. Then मुझे लगा था यही चलेगा क्या? Not good, not good, not good. Today it was little good. So now I was again reminding myself, this good and not good is not in my control. I try to chant attentively as I do every day, but this good and not good is not in my control. So we don't become depressed by that. Krishna reveals the taste. Sometimes Krishna does not reveal the taste just to test us. कुछ ग्रहण कर रहे हैं. Sometimes in a service you become successful. Sometimes you don't become successful. But that's what the Lord is saying. Our success is when labha jaya jayu somehow kritva. You remain equipoised in becoming in serving Krishna, whether you become victorious externally or not. So you are able to understand his desire is to please Krishna by being equipoised in all these dualities. Then he won't be influenced by this. But if a person is thinking, I am the alone doer, he will definitely be under depression. 100%. Hoga hi depressed. If I am the doer and something does not happen, I am the doer and then I'll become depressed. But slowly we understand whatever happens, Krishna is the only doer. Kuch grahan kar raha is very important in your practical life also. If you're studying, wanting a job or all those things, unless Krishna allows something to happen, we cannot get that result. So much, remember? It's like put you in this situation, be relaxed. Chill out, man. Chill out. You are not the only controller. जो वाकई कंट्रोलर है उन्होंने बंद कर दिया, ये नहीं मिलेगा रिजल्ट तुमको, सर फोड़ने से नहीं होगा कुछ. He does not know that the mechanism of the body is produced by material nature, which works under the supervision of the Supreme Lord. This we have discussed. All the senses and things are under the modes of material nature and controlled by the Supreme Lord. The materialistic person has no knowledge that ultimately he is under the control of Krishna. Krishna has given us birth, and Krishna will, when the due time will come, Krishna through some agent will make us leave this body, take another body. The person in false ego takes all credit for doing everything independently, and that is a symptom of his nescience. समझ में आ गया? nescience समझ वो नहीं समझ पा रहा कि 5 कारण. There are 5 actions, and the prominent factor is Krishna. Purijan Prabhu puts it very nicely. He says, tomorrow we will have class as 7:45 p.m. Krishna willing. Because there can be so many things. If Krishna does not will, that class will not happen. So this is quite good attitude. Yeah. कल तक हो जाएगा ना प्रभु जी? By tomorrow it will be done. Yes, it will be done. But internally, at least, you should say Krishna willing. If Krishna wills, then we can do. If Krishna does, desires so, then these things will happen. Now you may say, Prabhuji, should we become irresponsible? No. Srila Prabhupada explains it very nicely. When you do things, you do as if everything depends on you. Clear? But when you pray, you should pray as if everything depends on Krishna. बहुत अच्छा बात है बोले. We should always be aware. We are responsible. We do our services responsibly. But do not have this attitude that I am the doer, I am the controller, everything will depend. And there are 2 facts to that again into it. If I am thinking I am the doer, then I will think I cannot do this thing because I am the doer. Or I can think I can do this thing. कुछ ग्रहण कर रहे हैं? If I understand that the mercy of Krishna is all encompassing and it can make me do anything, then we won't be fearful of trying to do anything. Neither we will be fearful of losing. Neither we will be very, puffed up to say, तो हो जाएगा, तो कर ले. I will be able to do. ना तो ये भाव आएगा कि मैं ये काम कर लूंगा और ना तो ये भाव आएगा कि मैं ये नहीं कर पाऊंगा. By Krishna's mercy, I will be able to. Practical example, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is 90 years of age. I think some devotees here are 90 years of age. Let me just search. यहाँ तो कोई नहीं दिख रहा है. Maybe some 90. नहीं. अरे 90 वाले तो कोई है ही नहीं. So 90 years, nobody. We are not 90 years. So we cannot imagine. He says, I cannot see, I can't hear, my hands are trembling. And still, he was requested by the Vaishnavas to write Chaitanya Charitamrita Antalila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the later pastimes of Mahaprabhu. And have we not heard how profound philosophy is there in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita? All of you must have experienced that, who have heard it. And that has been written by a person who really actually cannot see properly, can't hear properly. His hands are also shaking. This shows the mercy of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. ग्रहण पा रहे हैं? So this is the mood of a devotee. Some service is given, having faith in Krishna, he tries to do. If Krishna wills, then I will be able to do that service. He doesn't fear a service. You will see in your own life, if you want to please Vaishnavas, if you want to please Krishna, Krishna empowers us to any extent possible. So we should always pray to Krishna, Krishna, let me be a humble instrument of your compassion. समझ रहे हैं? Humble instrument समझ रहे हैं? I want to extend your compassion, but not take credit that I am the compassion, I am the deliverer of the fallen souls. Patit Pavan. I am not any Patit Pavan. I am Patit and I want to be Pavan. I want to be pure by doing some service. कुछ ग्रहण कर रहे हैं. This is a very important attitude. Humble instrument of your compassion. I don't take any credit. Okay. He does not know that this gross and subtle body is the creation of material nature under the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and as such his bodily and mental activities should be engaged in the service of Krishna and Krishna consciousness. Very simple to understand. Because you are all devotees, so it's very simple to understand. Otherwise समझने के subtle and gross ये क्या बोल रहे हैं? You gross, you understand your eyes, what you are seeing, the gross body, and the subtle body is your mind, intelligence, and everything. So sometimes people think, hear very carefully, sometimes people think that service only is what you do by your hands and legs. Is it not? That is also good. But actual service, you will see, actual service means say your mind and intelligence should also be engaged in Krishna service, just like right now we are doing. Now somebody say, I'm wasting our time. No, we are not wasting our time. We are using our intelligence to understand science of Krishna. And based on that, you engage your hands and legs. Make sense? समझ रहे ना, संबंध ज्ञान समझ के, understanding our relationship with the Lord, then we act through our hands and legs. Then it really becomes service. The ignorant man forgets that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Rishikesha, or the master of the senses of the material body, for due to his long misuse of the senses in sense gratification, he is factually bewildered by the false ego, which makes him forget his eternal relationship with Krishna. Beautiful point by Srila Prabhupada. Pick up this point. Why the living entity cannot understand that he is not the body? Because he engages in sense gratification. I am forgetting the shloka, but Mahaprabhu very nicely tells to Raghunath Das Goswami that when he leaves his home, and his father was like materialistic enjoyer. He was a devotee, but he was a materialistic person also. He has some sense gratificatory propensities. And then Mahaprabhu, I'm forgetting the Bengali, was very amazing. To the effect, he says that that's the nature of materialistic activities, that it makes us blind. You grahan kar rahe hain? Everyone, all of us, we are seeing now people are dying. Actually, now we are seeing people are dying. But they just can't see that they will also die, maybe today. Why? Because they engage in sense gratification. That's the very nature of sense gratification, that we become blind. Blind to something which we can actually see. We see our body is transforming, is it not? Hairs are growing, all these things, whatever. We have to pass stool and urine, all those things we are seeing, and still a person can't understand. That is very profound. So now, this is negative point. Positive point is, if we engage our senses in Krishna's service, then slowly, our ignorance will get removed. This is a very important point to be understood. When we hear Bhagavad Gita, when we chant Hare Krishna, or take prasadam, any service we are engaged, and specifically hearing, chanting and hearing is specifically most purifying, that will gradually dissipate this ignorance that I am this body. This is a very key point you have to understand. So any point I missed? No, I think I tried to cover all the points. So the living entity, we should never think that we are the alone doer. We are dependent on the Supreme Lord, and everything has been given to us by the Supreme Lord. So should be used for Krishna's service. Just like if you are working for a company and the company gives you a car, we can't use the company's car to roam around for our own purposes. You can, the company wala says, yeah, you can use for my business purposes, no problem. We can go anywhere with that car. But if we use it for our own purpose, then we get implicated. I'll just take up some questions. I hope you understood this lecture. It was very nice discussion on this. Because of our past, before that. Okay. Bhakti only changes our sanskars. Well, other things also changes the sanskar, but bhakti completely finishes all our sanskar. Because of our past sanskars, we are impelled to do a particular action, but we are not compelled. We have our own will as per knowledge. You see, this is a point you have to understand. Because of our previous actions, we have impressions in our heart. Clear? That is called sanskar. But only when we attach our free will to that sanskar, it becomes lust. Otherwise, sanskars are dead. संस्कार समझ रहे हैं, छाप पड़ी हुई है, वो कोई चेतन वस्तु नहीं है. That is dead. But if you give it the energy of your free will, then it becomes lust, means desire for sense enjoyment. So that's why so many thoughts of material sense enjoyment will come from the previous impressions. But if we don't act on them, then they will slowly become weak. Make sense? This process has to be understood. This is a very nice chapter. And that's how we control our lust. But for every action, there are 5 things, and Paramatma is also one of it. So all the bill and karma should be distributed. No, the Lord clearly says, Name karmani limpanti, name karma phales priya, iti mam yo vijanati, karma bhir na sabadhyate. Name karmani limpati. I am not involved in the action. Name karmani limpati. Name karma phalis priya. And I have no desire for the action, fruit of the actions also. Iti mam yo bijanati. A person who knows this, karma bhir nasa baddhati. That person also doesn't become bound in action. So the Lord is getting everything enacted, but he does not become bound. Even a person who understands the Lord's instruction and act as per the Lord's instruction will also not get bound. What to talk of the Lord? So you cannot say that Lord should be implicated in karma. No. Okay. Lectures of His Holiness Vrindavan Maharaj. Yeah, I've shared. We are sharing on Harikatha. You can hear them. Rupa Raghu Prabhu says no audio at 9:04. Very good. It may be a problem at your end. I cannot say that. So I think we should. You have a question? Yes, Boo. Yes. Yes.
For example, sometimes we offer something to God.
When we offer something to the Lord.
So how we can say that I offer because it makes something.
Yeah. So I was thinking this question is coming. So when we are offering a food to the Lord, is it the modes of material nature which is offering the food? No, you are offering. But you must understand, I means you, the living entity. But the prayer should be the Lord, by your mercy, I have got these articles, whatever, food items. I am a very poor man, but please accept it. It's a humble offering from me. Simple. Yeah, now a person falls, he goes, say, देखा कृष्ण को ऐसा भोग तो वैकुंठ में भी नहीं मिलता. Krishna will not get such an offering, opulent offering, which I'm offering here. Then Krishna will not accept. So this should make us humble. Krishna, I'm doing this service. I'm trying to do this service for your pleasure. May you be pleased. With this attitude, one should do. Otherwise, the senses, the body, the items which you're offering all belong to Krishna only, is it not? What we are offering is offering our love through those items. Does that make sense?
So what kind of
feeling of first should be feeling of duty. Krishna has given me all those things, so I must offer to Krishna these things because Krishna will be pleased by this thing, because Krishna wants me to do that. What is that shloka? Yagya Shishtasino Santo Muchanti Sarva. Even if I don't feel love for the Lord, at least should be on a platform of duty. Bhagwan keh rahe hain कि भोग लगाओ, भोग लगाऊंगा. This is first thing. And then slowly it will increase in the form of affection for the Lord. Arrange, अब शादी करके देख सकते हैं आप. नहीं आप मत करना, मतलब देख लें दूसरों से करके. In arranged marriage, the girl is not really in love with the boy, but as she keeps on serving him, she develops attachment to him. Prabhupada gives example. You don't have to understand it practically. You don't need to. Don't need to. I mean, if you want to, we have no objection. Yes. It used to happen earlier. Now that product is not available. So what I'm saying, we should start from the platform of duty, and then it's like we chant Hare Krishna no matter how we feel, because the Lord is pleased by that, and then slowly the affection we have for the Lord becomes manifest. And you know how that affection happens? Your taste becomes increased. You can't stop bhakti. You can't stop bhakti. The taste becomes more and more and more. Raha nahi ja raha bhakti ke bina. Can you imagine your life without a morning program? I mean, boring, is it not? I had to go to Indonesia, and that day on the flight had to stay all overnight. So 15 days before I was planning, kaise mala hoga? How will I chant my round? How will I chant my rounds? Such a planning, one day missing a morning program is intolerable. That fever was so miserable, I could not do the morning program. Is more miserable than the fever.
Everybody comes into Krishna consciousness as per his mode.
As everyone comes to Krishna consciousness as per his modes of material nature.
We are into some influence of
Yes, before when we come to Krishna consciousness, we are influenced by some particular modes of material nature. Yes.
So once we come into the Krishna consciousness, because he's understanding as per his modes or like.
The very good question. He's saying a very, very beautiful question. A person comes to Krishna consciousness, so he is influenced by particular modes. So his understanding of Krishna consciousness will also be as per the modes. Yes. Yes, that's why we should hear from senior devotees who are a little bit more freer than the lower modes than us. वही शास्त्र पढ़ेंगे. You read, both of us read Bible day and night. You read black and I read white. सुने? You will completely, and also there is, Prabhupada books are so amazing, but many devotees can't pick up the inspirational points. Why? The heart is not pure. So the heart to the heart, I have so much faith on this. If we chant Hare Krishna nicely, keep on serving and chant Hare Krishna nicely and take prasadam, you will see these books are alive actually. So there's no difficulty. All of us start from there. You just keep on hearing and chanting. Then we will gradually come of the modes of material nature. Tada rajastamo bhava kamalobha dayasche. Okay, no matter how what we are, we just gradually rise to higher level. Okay. And yes, Prabhu.
You mentioned about the point that we desire Paramatma something that
Yes, we yes, yes.
I just ask that thing that how the desires come if you have just started something like that, more supporting effect on that things.
So Prabhuji is asking that when we desire something and then the Lord activates everything. So the question is from where the desires are there. In the commentary we have mentioned beginningless time. Since beginningless times we have been associating them with the modes of material nature, and that's why these desires are coming. Material desires. So somehow, we don't know how and when, somehow because of some sukriti, agyat sukriti, unknowing sukriti, we are here now and we have a desire to become a devotee. We don't know how exactly happened with you or me or any one of us. In which life we contacted with devotee, we just don't know. But right now, you should cherish this point, become very happy that I have a desire to become a devotee. Otherwise, you will not all be here without any money. So we just don't know how this happened, how we got association of devotees. How means we are not, I don't think any one of you came to association of devotees by a plan. The devotees planned association for you, but you never planned to come an association of devotees. Are you agree with it? Now you are planning and coming again and again. So be very fortunate. You are all of us are fortunate because we are planning association of Vaishnavas. That means we have a taste for it. जैसे लोग दारू पीने के लिए प्लान बनाते कि नहीं? In the beginning, a person who does not drink, some other darubaj, drunkards, they make a plan how to bring this fellow in our group. But then later on he becomes addicted and he himself makes plans. कैसे दारू पिएंगे आज? Is it not? प्रभु जी आपको कुछ अनुभव है क्या? नहीं. I have never drunk liquor, but I've seen as like my uncle and my father used to make plans like that. आज ये है, आज Monday इसलिए पीते हैं, and then tomorrow today's Tuesday, Wednesday like this. That's how they plan. Similarly, why we are discussing Bhagavad Gita today? Because today is Monday. And tomorrow why we discuss Bhagavad Gita? Because tomorrow is Tuesday, very auspicious. And Wednesday is extremely auspicious for Bhagavad Gita. The whole point is we need to find some reason to discuss Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Are there any more questions? I sometimes feel मैं फंस गया हूँ in the good sense. Yes, it's a fact. You can't give up Krishna consciousness. Then if that consciousness is there, you should feel you are very, very fortunate. So we're going to stop here. We'll just do